Hey guys, Monty here. Thanks for tuning into my show. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to train your human to take you out in the woods, fix you up a nice comfortable shelter, and feed you juicy steak. So stick around and I hope you guys like the video.
Meat. All up in there. Look, you got a big old leech.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm out with Monty once again, and we are hiking through the woods looking for a spot to camp for the night. It's lightly snowing, it's not very cold out, it's like 30 degrees, 32, it's riding that fine line of wet snow, you know, not super frosty snow or whatever. So we're going to be using a tarp tonight, I'm thinking. And it's a nice little forest. It's pretty thick for the most part. There's not a ton of big open areas. There's some, but we're gonna keep hiking until we find a nice spot. We're gonna cook up some delicious food over a fire and have a grand old time. So let's get to it. I'm coming, Monty. Whew. Me and Monty are currently following a high traffic deer path. Looking for a spot. Makes it a little bit easier to go through. Just follow where the animals go. You can see that we're both wearing Hunter's Orange. Monty's got his cute little vest on because we don't want to get shot. And after the horror stories you guys all told me on the Thanksgiving video, I put on his vest and I'm wearing one myself, but you can see there's lots of tracks. Let's see, if zoom in here. Yeah, there's tracks all over, so it's like a nice little path. We're falling right through the woods. Okay, so we're going downhill a little bit. It looks like it's gonna start heading into a swamp here. So I'm gonna take off my pack and we're gonna walk around and look for a nice little flat spot with a couple of trees to tarp up to. Right, Monty? What do you think, Monty? Monty, what do you think? All right, so Monty, that looks like a decent spot. Let's check back there. Go back this way. Monty, do you just want to camp by the swamp, huh? You fuzzy critter. Okay, this is going to be the spot for tonight. It's not the most absolute perfect spot, but it'll do. Got a nice look at the swamp. We're right on the edge here. Monty was having fun frolicking around. I did find a better spot, a really nice spot, because it's really hilly down to the swamp, but it's a really nice area, and I really like the look of this. But that spot had two huge dead trees right next to it, and I'm not going to camp near that. So we're going to make it work right here. It's not super even, but I think we'll have a nice spot where we can stick each other. We can even it out a little bit, tie the tarp here, lay it back this way, have a fire pit there. It'll be good. There's plenty of firewood around. So we're gonna get setting up camp here pretty quick. I'm just gonna set up a tarp. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I got a little bit of a late start. Never done that before, but as many of you know, we've only got one working vehicle right now. Funk's is at the place, but there was like a week wait, so it's gonna be a minute. I can't remember what's wrong with hers. The brake line, or this power steering line, got ripped out because the person she bought the car from tried to fix it themselves, and it just didn't work out. So we've got like 2 hours of light. So let's do some stuff. Stinky dog. You stink. 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 Alright, so first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to craft up a couple of stakes like I did last time to pound it in the ground. There's not enough snow to make snow anchors or anything like that, and I didn't bring out any stakes. So I'm going to get out my axe and we're going to craft some up quick. My axe and my saw. And my knife. Oh, Monty, you got a stick there, eh? Oh, is this for me? Is this for me? Is this for me for you? Is this for me for you? Which is the best way? You want to go... what do I do with this? What is this for? It's just a stick. Just a normal stick here. Yeah, don't know what to do with it. Oh, did you want this? Oh, you wanted this. Oh, I see. Okay. It makes sense now. So I couldn't have asked for something better here. We got a dead, freshly downed green tree. Oh, it's like perfect. I'm gonna actually bust out the saw. Cut a little section here for some steaks. There's one. There's two. Alright. Okay. Sawed off a little clever stick here for batoning wood and whatnot. Monty is going crazy out here because there's so much deer scent and stuff. He's just going nuts. Oh man, it's a joy working with green stuff when you can. See, it's illegal to take live trees. So when you get a dead live tree on the ground that's fresh, that's what you're looking for. Like, look at how this wood is just shaving off. When you're working with dead stuff, it's definitely not as easy to work with. This is just a joy. I don't get to do this very often. Taper the other side just a little bit. All right, do the same thing to the other one. I'll do the trick for that side. I might as well make it purty. Get this side just a little. Okay, next step. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is take my knife here. And I'm going to pound in the knife a little bit to make a X cut. Do it one way that way. And then one way this way so you can see I'm making like a cross. And then I'm going to carve it out. And it'll make it easy so you can get a little something to grab the line with. Green wood's a lot softer. I don't want to go through it all the way. Okay. Do the same thing on this one over here. I'm gonna angle this one. I haven't done this many times, so I'm gonna experiment a little bit. I'm gonna angle this one a little bit more. Let's try that. Oh yeah, this looks like it'll work much better. Should have done this on both of them. Oh, and it actually didn't work as good. I just cracked my steak. So we're gonna go back to the old way and just do it on this side. Okay, now I'm just gonna carve this out. Whoops. As you can see, we got a little something to grab on, so there we go. We got one steak done. Now, as I do this more often, as some of you get, oh, see right there, that's what you call a mistake. I just shaved that to right there. But as many of you guys know, that have been watching me from the start, I haven't even been bushcrafting for a year. So, things like this are new to me. So I'm learning, trying new things, messing around with new things, and I'll get better with time. Never said I was a hardcore bushcrafter from the get-go. I'm a fun crafter. We're out here to have fun. But I like learning new skills and messing around with new things. That's what we're out here to do. This one's already looking much better. There we go. Yeah, that one's got a better little grip there. It goes up a little bit more. But those will do. All right, let's get that tarp up. Whoops. Don't want to forget about that axe there. Oh, Monty. I take it you want this? I think he wants my batoning club as like the perfect stick. Oh, you snapping? Oh, okay. You promise not to lose it? Get your scent on there. Go ahead, get it. Get it. You gotta let them get a little saliva on there. Someone also once told me, hey, stay there, stay there. Rub it under their armpits. Let's see if we can, yeah, get it. His groin, a little bit on his butt. What do you think, Monty? You gonna be able to find the stick now? Get it. What a crazy dog. All right, let's set this stuff down here. I always have my backpack so tight that as soon as I pull out a couple of things, it like fluffs up, and now I have trouble getting around. Where did I put that? And if any of you are like, oh my gosh, that is a big bag for one night. Well, half of this space is pretty much my down sleeping bag. It goes up to right here. Let me just show you. It goes up to right here, and it goes out to about here. And I stuffed some things right here, but like, yeah, up to right here is all one sleeping bag. One. Yeah. Yep. So that takes up some space. But the reason I switched between my other backpack and the big dry bag is definitely for wet snow like this. My camera's getting a little damp even. I don't want it to, but you know, that's why I'll take that out. Keep things a little drier. They'll freeze tonight. We gotta clear up some of this junk. Monty, where's that stick? Bring me that stick, Monty. Bring me your stick, Monty. Go get your stick. Get your stick, Monty. Go get it, Monty. Bring it here. Bring it here, Monty. Bring it here. Bring it here. Bring it here, Monty. Bring me that stick. Come on. Bring me that stick. Get it, Monty. Come on. Come on. You can do it, Monty. You can do it. Bring me that stick, Monty. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go. Stick. Don't chase me. Don't chase me. Jump. Somersault. Oh, I'm having too much fun right now. Get it, Monty. Whew. Whew. Okay, do I need this? I don't think so. I don't know why I grabbed it. Okay. Okay, that's most of the crap. Tie this guy up here. All right, don't need this rope for this side. I want my tarp to go right here. It's a little bit uneven. What the heck? You know, I'd tell you, this is my first time sleeping on uneven ground, but that would be a 100% lie. A downright lie. Okay, so we want that to stay there, but to be up here. So let's tie it off here and see what happens. Bought a new bundle of paracord. Ooh! There's just something exciting about opening a new one and always doing it wrong, so that as soon as you open it, you've got just a monster of a mess. Yeah. That's how I roll. How do you roll? See if we do that. Well, that'll work. That'll do. We're gonna put our fire pit right. Put that little tree is right there. You know what? No, that'll work, that'll work, that'll work. Stop being indecisive. Come on, we can do this. Put that back in the old pocket. Monty, give me that stick. Okay. Use one of our good old-fashioned steaks here, eh? Oh yeah. Ooh, this one's a little thick. Ooh. Ooh. Just made it. Just made it. Okay. Want it to be there, so let's do it right there. Oh yeah, look at that. Super taut. Super taut. You can do it, Monty. Bring it. Come on, Monty. Bring me that stick. Bring me that stick. Come on, bring me that stick. Give me that stick. Just gotta get him enthused about it. Come on, Monty. Come on, Monty. Come on, Monty. Yeah, come on. Come on. I think I'm having more fun than he is. Oh, don't lose it. This one fit a little better. Right there. There we go. Okie dokie. RGB. This thing to a tree here. Dokie. Let's see here. Oh, this will work. Once we get rid of this crap. We've got a little tree here. We'll just keep that just fine right there. I'll be right here. Just like this. Get Mr. Monty right here. We're gonna have a grand old time. Yep. Yes, we are. Okay. Let's set up some camp stuff, and then we're gonna get some firewood. We'll have the fire right here. So let's set up a little bit. Monty, come here. Bring me that stick, Monty. Come here, Monty. Bring it here. Bring me that stick, Monty. Bring it here. Come on, Monty, bring it here. Bring it here, Monty. Bring it here, Monty. Come on. Oh, did you bring me that stick, Monty? Is that your stick? Is that our stick? Yeah. Come here. Can you hop under the tarp? Get it. Okay. Now sometimes you're going to see me set up a ground tarp like this, and sometimes you're not. It really depends. The colder it is outside, the less likely I am to use a ground tarp. But when it's a little bit warmer and things have a chance to get wet or soggy or whatever, I like to lay it down. But if it's really frozen ground, I don't really worry about it too much. Not too much at all. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. See, Monty's gonna be sleeping up on a little bit of a side hill. And he's gonna be snuggling hard with me tonight. It's too quiet for Monty. It's very silent right now. Woo! It's so still. It's a thick forest, and we're like, you know, we're in the hills and it's going into a swamp. It's very thick. Sound does not carry very far. Yeah, it could, you know. See, this is that multitasking thing I was talking about. I'll bring it up. I'll keep bringing this up, you know, until I come up with a new system. But for right now, blowing up these sleeping pads is not my favorite thing to do in the world, to just sit there and blow up a sleeping pad. So I like to, you know, get out my other stuff, throw the stick to the dog, walk around, you know, do a little something while I'm doing it, and I just use my natural breath and it blows right up. It's the new thing. Everybody's doing it. Pretty much just me that I know of, but maybe there's other people doing it. I don't know. It's what I do. Yeah. Little creature here's a sleeping pad blown up and he comes running. This one? No. No. No, 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 no. Not you, not now. This isn't you yet. I'm claiming this one. This one's claimed. It's claimed, Monty. You back off. You're gonna, no, 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 no. You'll get it in a minute. Here, I'll throw the stick for you again. How about that? How about that? Okay. That's done. It's done. Now, yeah, Monty's gonna be, he'll be scooting back in here, but you know what, my spot's pretty good. Look at that, we're saving this tree, this little tree here. He's kind of in the way, but it's like a marker. It is pretty flat there, but you know, it's working out. I think it's gonna work out pretty great. Monty! Yeah, now you got a spot, buddy. See, I'm gonna lay my Monty's sleeping bag on top of mine, so in case Monty gets frisky. Okay, Monty, look. All right, Monty. All right, look. This is your sleeping pad, Monty's sleeping pad. Monty's, this is mine, me, no. So, my sleeping pad. All right, go, your sleeping pad. Go ahead, lay down. Go ahead, go lay down, go ahead, Monty, lay down. Good boy. Go ahead, come here, lay down, Monty. Go to your sleeping pad. Go ahead. Can you do it? Good boy. Hey, he did pretty good. He chose his. It's a little uneven. We're going to have to figure that out. For now, I guess I could lay some stuff underneath it. Prop that booty up of his. Here, let's get this. Alright, Mr. Buttness. There we go. We need more butt support. More butt support. More butt support. There we go. Hey. Hey. There we go, Monty. Monty, what are you doing? You, comfortable? You want a treat? You want to, go for the dog park? You, you like that hat? You having trouble hearing with that hat on, Monty? Treats? Dog park. Who's there? Who's that? Oh! Stay there. Monty, don't follow me with that hat on. Monty, what are you doing? Monty. Give me my hat, silly. 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 What are you doing with my hat? What are you doing with my hat? What are you doing? Alright, what do you think, Monty? What do we need to do here? Probably put this underneath here. Put that in there. I got this, I mentioned this in my Thanksgiving video. This chair here, it's meant for soft ground. It's got these nice big pegs. Someone had mentioned that they sent me a link to there's like mesh ones that are nice. They're lighter because these, you can see, it's got these huge rubber feet here. And I think it's gonna work great. This is the softest ground I'll be able to try it in yet. I think it'll work great, but they are heavy. They're pretty heavy, so the mesh ones will be a nice lightweight option. Gotta have some backrest, eh, Monty? You know how that is. Gotta be able to rest that booty. Alright, let's give it a try. Oh yeah, it doesn't sink at all. There we go. Perfect. Now I can have the fire up there. Maybe we'll have it a little further. You know. Stuff needs to scoot back here. Okay, well, Monty, we gotta collect some firewood. What do you got there? Are you ripping up that vest? That's definitely not a dog vest. That's a human vest that Monty is using. We're starting to get we got a sprinkle of snow. It's been going off and on, but now it's kind of steady sounding. So let's get some firewood. Let's do it. It's starting to get dark here. Look at this beautiful spot. This beautiful forest. Right on the edge of a swamp. This is a pretty spot. What do you think, Monty? What you think? Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is some serious birch bark right there. Oh, if only I could reach it up there. Oh, look at it. Oh, oh, oh. Stop resisting me. Stop resisting me, log. You're under arrest. You're under arrest. I will. I win. Oh yeah. This is just a little bit of the ways in, and this swamp here. Waters, pools. So we've got a nice down maple here now. There's tons of cedar everywhere, like all over right near camp. But I don't want just all cedar. That stuff burns up quick and hot. And the hardwoods are gonna make, like this maple, are gonna make some nicer coals. And since we're gonna be cooking up a big fat steak, I want some of this. So let's see if this is wet, because it's, you know, it's right next to the swamp. It could have soaked up water, but it's laying, it's like up on the stump here. Thinking it should be dry. We'll see. Oh yeah, nice and solid. Take this back. Ooh, check that out. That's a nice scrape from a buck. Now this would be a really awesome area to hunt. It's a little bit far in, but maybe one day I'll set up a camp here. This is like a really nice area, and there's deer sign everywhere. Look at that, there's a nice scrape. There's gotta be a big buck roaming around here. Got some nice pine here. Might as well have a little plethora of different types of woods. Cedar. Come here, Monty. Come here. There you go, go ahead. There you go. Go ahead. Here you go. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It is just so beautiful out. The sun is setting right now. You can already tell it's getting darker. It's going to get dark very fast tonight, especially in the swamp. It's pretty thick in here. But there's some open over there. A little bit over there. Other than that, it's pretty thick in here. So it's going to get dark pretty quick. I'd say it's going to get darker and darker by the minute. But, you know, I haven't... I did the hike and cook. I haven't got to camp a couple of weeks, it feels like. I don't know. I'm enjoying it right now. Right now I'm going to take a little breather here. I don't often just sit down and relax when I'm out camping. I mean, the whole thing is relaxing, don't get me wrong. But I don't often, you know, take much time to just sit out here. But it's so still. And I just... For some reason, I like the dark swamp forest. I like it's thick and it's just open. I don't know. Kind of just enjoying it right now. So instead of processing all my wood, I've got it all around here. I don't need to leave camp for anything. There is a birch tree, not a birch bark tree, but back just a little bit. I should grab some off of that. But I'm just gonna sit here for a minute while it gets dark. You know, I'm just gonna enjoy it. It's very still. It's very quiet. And maybe I'll hear an animal come by. I doubt it. I'm making so much noise, there's no way anything's going to come for a mile. Monty's eating. Look at that. But yeah, we'll get processing wood when it gets a little darker. But it's just too nice out to not sit here and enjoy the sunset. I can see the sky just glowing slightly. The little parts of the sky I can see. And I can hear the snow pitter-pattering off the tent here. Oh yeah, it's open a little bit above here. It is beautiful out there right now. This is awesome. Anywho, I will check back in with you guys in like 20 minutes. I'm just gonna just relax. Like I said, I don't do this often, but I just want to right now. Lay down. Oh, not on mine, Monty. No, right here, right here. Get off my stuff. Good boy. Huh. So it has been exactly 20 minutes since I last spoke with you. As you can see, it's much darker now. It's very dark. It gets dark pretty quick. I made it about 10 minutes of sitting here, and then I just decided to just walk around a little bit around the edge of the swamp. And it's a pretty cool area. I saw a couple more buck rubs, or scrapes. So I definitely think I would like to one year set up a hunting camp around here. You know, maybe get the canvas tent, me and Funk come out for a week. This is some good territory. Definitely good territory. I would really like to hunt here. But, we'll see. This is definitely also a sweet spot to do some bushcraft, and I'm probably going to return here. So yeah, this is a great little area. It's starting to get dark here, though. Monty's got snowballs. Oh, you got actual snowballs, Monty. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. This time around, this trip versus my last one, he is much more playful, and he's just running all over the place and going nuts right now, just acting like a little puppy. I think it's that it's not very cold out right now. It's like, you know, it's probably more like 28 right now, 25, 28, somewhere in there. It's not that cold. That is not very cold. I'd say it's 28. I'll give it a solid 28 right now. But that is not very cold, relatively. That other camp that was posted a couple weeks ago, that was pretty cold. That was single digits for sure with wind chill. There is no wind right now, and it's warm. So I think he wasn't ready for winter camping during that one. So now he's just like, all right, this is cool. Now he's ready. But let's get processing some firewood, eh? Let's do it. Let's do it, Monty. Up. Come on, up. Alright, Monty's vest has to come off now. We'll leave it on. But Monty's from our little walk. Oh, sorry, Monty. He's getting these snowballs. Little balls. I've never seen this on Monty. I saw this on Ruger. He had actual snowballs. I think that was our first giveaway. My first giveaway I ever did. 1,000 giveaway. 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, Monty's got them. I think it has to do with the warm snow. When it's a little warm out. Sorry, Monty. But he can't have these on him. Stop licking me. Stop licking me. Or he'll get everything wet. Especially his sleeping bags. These got to come all off by tonight. Which sucks. Because there's a lot of them. I'm ripping out fur with each one. Which, by the way, speaking of giveaways, don't worry, guys. They're coming out. I'm going to be sending them out soon. Definitely getting them to you before Christmas. For those of you that have won a giveaway from me before, you know that it always comes. I just sometimes take my sweet time. I've been waiting for people to send me emails and stuff, and they're going to come very shortly. And those of you on Patreon, I said I was going to send some stickers and patches and stuff. Don't worry, guys. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, I think we got most of the snowballs. Alright, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You did it. You did it. You did it, Monty. Good boy. Oh, I caught my headlamp on my rope right there. I'm gonna have my fire right here, so I'm actually gonna make my firewood pile right there. Get these sticks. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting a bunch of firewood here broken up, and the reason for that, we're going to get a whole bunch here, is we're going to do things a little differently tonight than you're used to from me. See, normally, you see me spark up a fire, get a bunch of firewood on there, get it ripping, and cooking instantly. But not tonight. Tonight we're going to be having a little chat near the fire, talking about the show us your steak thing that's been going around, and I think I'm gonna do my best. I'm not saying I'm gonna yet because we're not there and I can't tell you exactly, but I'm gonna try to make a nice coal bed and scrape coals under where I'm cooking my big fat thick steak tonight, and then keep the fire going on the side. So I'm gonna need lots of firewood, and I really want to do that. I want to. So we're gonna try. I'm really bad at, I get really impatient. I just want to eat. I'm hungry. I want to cook. And I'm kind of hungry right now. But we're gonna do our best. We're gonna cook it right there. We'll have a nice side fire, scrape some coals under, cook it nice and slow. It's gonna be good. So I'm gonna break up this whole pile of stuff, and then we're gonna get to sawing up some stuff. So let me just continue breaking this up here. Hey, Monty. Hey, puppy. I think he's digging the vest. I didn't even bring him out his wool blanket. I knew he wasn't going to need it tonight. Like I said, it's warm, relatively warm, and it's going to warm up by tomorrow. It's supposed to be above freezing, so we're not going to be sticking around too long tomorrow because I don't want to be hiking when it's above freezing and it's just sloppy and getting warm and you just get really warm. That's not as fun. I like it to be below, if it's snowy and it's cold out, I like it to be below freezing. That's what I prefer, so things don't get wet. Look at him, he's just, the vest is keeping him warm. I think I'm going to get him a nice vest. We'll see. He's definitely digging it. Yeah, and if tonight it's supposed to warm up, so like I said, it's like 28, it feels like, but it's supposed to stay that and get really warm tomorrow. I might even be getting warmer throughout the night by a degree or two. It's supposed to be like 36 tomorrow. So if I did put that all on him, the wool blanket, when he's in his sleeping bag, he would be waking up and be very restless throughout the night. So I don't want to deal with that. Let's get some firewood cut up. Oh yeah. Okay, we've got plenty of firewood for a cooking fire. Nice stuff that I'm going to split up here. Sticks, little sticks, tender sticks. So I think we can put away the saw officially for this adventure. And now we can split some wood up. Monty's on high alert. He's sitting over there. He was wandering. He was in a dead sleep, and I think he was dreaming. And I stopped for a second, and he just woke up barking. He doesn't like silence. Not one bit. Monty, come on. Come here. You little watchdog, come here. Wooka, wooka, wooka. Hello, creature. Go lay down on your little pad. Go ahead. It's nice there. It's comfy. It's for you. Well, there goes my splitting log. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is that maple. Ooh, that's some pretty wood right there. Oh, yeah. Do I want to half this or quarter it? I think we're going to keep it in halves. Yeah. This one we're in a quarter. It didn't split. I must have hit a punky spot. It just went right through it. Look at that. It doesn't want to split. Gosh darn it. What's the right protocol here? Monty, you little turd nugget, found his way onto the comfy side. Guess he didn't register that that was my side. But his eyes are closed and he's just all snuggly looking. Oh, what's the right move here, guys? Do I kick him off? I can't. I don't have the heart to. I don't have the heart to kick him off. Alright, you win, Monty. Well played. Okay. I think that I might need a little more firewood. No, I'm just kidding. kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm good. I'm good. I've got plenty. This is plenty of firewood to cook up a meal and have a relaxing evening. So we've got one more step to do with this firewood here. Let's spark up a fire, eh? Let's get a fire sparked up. Right, Monty? Mr. Bed Stealer, Bed Thief. Stinky dog bed thief. Turd nugget. Hey, look at that. There's a piece of birch bark hanging in that tree right there. It must have, there's a birch tree right here. It must have come off it. I'm gonna jump up and get it. It's pretty high. Oh, that was easy. So much easier than I thought. There we go. All right, let's start a fire. Okay, let's get some nice wood for a base here. There we go. Actually, we're gonna spread this out a little wider so that we can cook under one side and keep it going on one side. Okay. Let's get my nice tender sticks here. So any of you guys that watched my Thanksgiving video, I sparked up the fire in 2 strikes of the fire steel, and the first one I didn't even catch a spark with. So we're going to try to top that today. We're going to try to get it in 1. Essentially, I'd like to get it in 1 every time, because then you save on your fire steel. My last attempt, I just messed up the first strike. Got a whole bunch of this light feathery. It's a little damp, so I don't know if it'll catch right away. It's pretty feathery. Okay, let's do this. I'd like to get it in at least 2, but I'd really like to get it in 1. Okay, let's get it nice and firm. Need to get a nice strike here. Okay, here we go, guys. Can I do it? Dang it! 2 again. The first one I'm not getting a spark. Dang it. I'd like to do a practice run, but I think that'd be cheating. Okay, let's get comfy here. Actually, this seems a little more of a comfy spot. It's a little too close. Nope. I gotta find the perfect spot, okay? This, I'm gonna need a log. There we go. This is just not working out. gonna be really upsetting if I can't get comfy. Oh, okay, there we go. That's the spot. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got a fire going. We're gonna get a nice coal bed here and just relax for a bit. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crack open a beer here, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the Show Us Your Steak challenge, I guess you'd call it. So, I wasn't exactly tagged by anyone specifically, but Scrambled O pretty much left an open-ended tag to do this Show Us Your Steak challenge, where you talk about men's mental health and cook a steak over a fire. So, firstly, I want to say that I've had a bunch of people bring this up to me, and it was started by Haze Outdoors, and you know, I wouldn't really say that I'm qualified to talk about men's mental health or mental health in general, but I guess I can give my opinion on it. So, you know, on my videos, you always see me happy, you always see me chipper, you know, and I'm in my element out here, out in the woods. I'm having a blast. I'm loving this. This is one of the things I just love to do. So I'm usually always having a good time. Even if I'm, you know, frustrated or worked up, you see me do that before, you know, be a little tired or something. I'm still having a great time, and I'm always positive out here because I just love the outdoors. But that doesn't mean that I am 24/7, always happy, always chipper. You know, I'm a normal person. I get angry at things. I get frustrated. Completely normal. I mean, I guess I'm not normal. I'm pretty... I'm a little different, I guess. Alright, whatever. But, you know what I mean. I still feel those things. And I haven't always been, you know, a super happy go-getter. You know, I've been sad before. I've been upset. I've been, you know, I've had a little depression in my life. And the thing about mental health is, it's not, none of it's ever the same, you know. It's not like a brain surgery compared to like a hip replacement or something like that. You know, you can say a brain surgery is definitely more severe than a hip replacement. But with mental health, it's emotion, it's in your head. So, you know, it could be over a girl, it could be some traumatic event that happened in your life. It's in your head, so there's no saying anyone's worse than the other. But what I will say is you should talk to somebody if you need to. That's pretty much what this challenge is about, is to say that it's okay to talk to somebody. And in the past, I've needed to talk to somebody before when I wasn't feeling the best. And on the topic of mental health, I guess I'm going to tell a little story about pretty much the origin of Monty. I'm going to call it the tragic origin of Monty. But as many of you guys know, Mr. Joe is going through a tough time right now with his buddy Scout, and that sucks. That's really terrible, and I'm sad that that has to happen to him like that. But I have had a similar thing happen to me, and that's pretty much what I want to talk about. So basically, before we had Monty, me and Funk had a dog called Hachi. And Funk originally got Hachi on his own, and I was the first person to go to the shelter with her to get this dog. And she brought me out there, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a new dog, you wanna come check it out?" I'm like, "Sure, yeah, sweet, that sounds cool." And we weren't even together at the time. So I go out with her, and she brings out this monstrous, tall, huge, wolf-looking Alaskan Malamute, and I'm just like, you're nuts if you think you're gonna keep this dog. And she had a small little apartment. I was like, you're nuts. But she's like, no, I'm getting it. I'm like, okay. And she got the dog, and you know, everybody fell in love with this dog right away. I did, Funk did. He was a little monster in the beginning. He was 6 months old when she got her. You know, I was hanging out all the time. I was taking him on walks. And he turned out to be an epic dog. And shortly after, you know, me and Funk got together, we moved in, and this dog became my dog just as much as hers. Now, it wasn't, you know, I can't say it was my dog as much as it was hers because she got it originally, but by all means, this was my dog. Take it out. We'd go camping with it. He swam across lakes. He was the first original adventure dog. So fast forward to when he was 6 years old, and Funk was going to leave the country for the first time on her own without me or anybody. She was going to go. She had a friend in Ecuador, and all she had to do was get a plane ticket there, and she was going to spend some time over in Ecuador for reasonable price and pretty much adventure out there. And I was in charge of watching Hachi. So the one thing she said to me before she left was, Posa, don't you let anything happen to this dog. And I was just like, whew, I got like a chill down my spine when that happened. So that was in my head. And I knew she loved this dog just like a kid. You know, so did I. And I was going to take care of him. So it was 2 or 3 days into her trip. Two days maybe? Maybe 3, I don't know, really short. And I was going to leave the house for 6 hours or so for the night and go hang out with my friends. And we actually went to the casino. And now this dog, we used to leave him for 8 hours at a time, and it was not a problem. This thing was, when he was inside, Hachi was a sloth. He would go into a little corner, a little crevice, and just sleep. And he was a little creature, and when you come home, he'd just crawl out of his little corner, come say hi, go potty, and then go back into his corner. Unless you were going to go outside and adventure, he was just a creature. So it was not weird at all to leave him for extended periods of time. So I just went out like any normal day and came back pretty late. I stopped at McDonald's and I got him a double cheeseburger with just the meat and cheese. And when I got back, I opened the door and there's like white phlegmy puke everywhere, and it looks like a loogie or something. And I'm just like, oh man, what the heck? It's all over the floor in different spots. And I see Hachi, and you know, he looks fine. He looks a little, you know, he's like up, but you know, I take him outside and he starts eating snow right away. And it's like, okay. And then I call him back inside. He starts drinking water, and then he throws up. And then I'm like, something seems weird. And I tried to offer him his double cheeseburger, which he would never, ever say no to a cheeseburger like that or a treat like that. He's just like Monty. He's a little food monster. And he didn't want it at all. And I was like, okay, something's weird. Something's going on. So, you know, I kept, you know, letting him drink water. And then I'd be like, all right, let's go outside. And I was a little worried. And so I took him outside, running him around, trying to, like, he seemed completely fine, other than he was puking this up. And then I was trying to look up what it was, and he's just like whining just a little bit. He's just whimpering. And I don't really notice anything else about him. So I'm looking up stuff like, what could this be? Could this be? My gut was telling me something was weird was going on. It was not, something was not right. And there was all sorts, the internet you just get all sorts of things. And it was like 2 in the morning when this was going on. And by the time I was researching, I was taking him out constantly, this and that, and it was like 3 in the morning, and I was looking up the number for the vet, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to go into the vet at like 7 a.m. as soon as I can tomorrow. And now I didn't really know about the emergency vet, like that you could call a number at any time of the night and they would come right in. I was thinking that, and I can't remember if I saw a number or not, but I just wasn't sure, and I just was like, okay, I can make it, you know, till the morning, and we'll get him in. So I waited till about 7 a.m. and he was still whining when I would just like go to bed, so I stayed up with him all night pretty much. We sat down and I just pet him all night, and got him into the vet. Before they opened, I was there. Got him right in, and you know, I was sitting in the vet's office, and they were like kind of taking their time, and they weren't. I was just like, and I just kind of pulled them aside, and I was just like, okay, I need to get in to see somebody. And they're like, are you that worried? I'm like, yeah, something's wrong, because like I'm just like, something is wrong. They pull me in there. They're like, all right, we're gonna X-ray him, blah blah blah. They X-ray him, and they come back in. They show me the X-rays, and they're just like, so this is his stomach right here. And they showed me his stomach, and they're like, this is what it's supposed to be. And it was just like twice as big as it was supposed to be. It was just massive. And I was just like, okay, so what is this? And like basically one of the things I had looked up is that it was dog bloat, and they said it. I was like, is it the dog bloat? And they're like, yeah, it's dog bloat. And I was just like, online it said like that was really bad. That was something that was very time sensitive. You had to get them in to get this corrected, and I had waited all night, and I was just like, okay, so what do we do? And the first thing they say to me is that it's not looking good, and if you want to ease his suffering right now, we could euthanize him. And like my heart dropped. It was like a crushing blow, like, oh my gosh. And you know, I'm thinking the whole time I'm in charge of this dog, and Funk left, and oh my god. And I was just like, is there anything that can be done? Like, you know, and I was pretty irate. I was not a happy camper at that moment. I was a little upset, needless to say. And they said there is a surgery, and I was like, what are his chances? They said 50-50. I was like, I don't care what it costs, let's do the surgery. And you know, after that I was trying to get a hold of people to talk to, because I was, you know, pretty upset. So I eventually got a hold. It was early in the morning too. I got a hold of Funk's mom, and my parents came out there, and you know, everyone was pretty worried because everyone loved this dog. And so we couldn't get a hold of Funk because she's in a foreign country and she has no idea any of this is going on. And so he goes through with the surgery. He makes it past that surgery, and they're like, all right, but he's not walking, blah blah blah. And so we finally get a hold of Funk, and she calls me, or I can't remember if I called her or whatnot, but she was very upset, you know, obviously. And I gave her the straight up, the doctors just kept telling me that there's just a good chance that he wasn't going to make it out of this. And you know, he passed the first hurdle, which was that first surgery, and I just gave her the news, like, he made it through the first one, like, what do you want to do? And she didn't have a question in her mind. She was on her way home, trying to get home, because she loved this dog. So she's working on her way home, and the vets tell me that his best chance is to get him down to a better, more equipped veterinary hospital down in Madison, Wisconsin. And I was like, okay, let's do it. So we had it all set up to where Funk was going to meet me in Madison. She was going to take a bus from Chicago after she landed, and we were going to get down there. So I had to drive this dog down to Madison, and they were telling me, they're like, there is a high chance that the ride will be what takes him. So I had to do this like 5-6 hour drive where, hold on, let me get this fire up. This thing is dying here. Okay, where were we? Okay, so I had to do this 5-6 hour car ride, and yeah, they were preparing me for him. They were like, if he makes a weird noise, that'll be him passing. So I was like, all right, let's do it. And mind you, like I said, he couldn't use like his legs very well, and he wasn't walking, so they knew they needed to get him somewhere more equipped to take care of him. And you know, I did this car ride. It was definitely one of the worst car rides I've ever had to drive by myself. You know, I couldn't talk to Funk, and he was whimpering in the back, and sometimes he would make a weird noise, and they were just like, best case scenario is that he sleeps. If he's sleeping, you know, he's fine. And he did not sleep a whole lot. He was up making noises, and I'm just like worried. I'd pull over, I'd adjust for him, I'd just make him comfortable. Like every time he whimpered, I'd just like try to ease him, and just, oh, it was a nerve-wracking drive. So, but I got him down, got him to the hospital, and everything was good. Funk arrived, we got to see him, she got to see him, you know, and we had to do, I think it was plasma transfusions or something like that. So and we didn't get to visit with him very long when he was down there, because it was in like a big like operating room with tons of other dogs in like different cages and stages of operations. And yeah, we couldn't see him a whole lot. So he's getting ready to do this next surgery or transfusion or whatever. So me and Funk are just trying to be positive, make the best things. We went out, we played some mini golf, and after mini golf we got a call, and they had called us up and said that just everything was looking great. Like, they did the transfusion, all his levels were like high, like he was doing great, strong heartbeat, like his enzymes or whatever, all the scientific stuff I can't even remember right now, but everything was looking great. And like, it was basically a call that was like, he's gonna make it, like he is going to make it. So we were just like, yes, oh yeah, woo, just like super pumped. So we actually went out to dinner. We went to Hooters for the wings. And yeah, I don't know, I heard that they had good wings, so we went out to there. And you know, we were eating wings, having a grand old time, and just having a blast. And all of a sudden we got a call. He had passed. And it was just a crushing blow. Just out of nowhere, we left. We didn't even finish eating. We were just like midway eating. We just left a huge tip. We just got out of there, rushed to see him, and he was gone. So that was that. It was pretty, we were both very upset at that. And on our way home, you know, we were just trying to stay positive and just trying to think good thoughts and think of things. And we both knew that we were going to get another dog, no matter what. We were getting another dog because we wanted another dog. So on the way home, we were just trying to, you know, think good thoughts, and we're thinking of our next dog. And Funk had mentioned that someone in her family used to own collies, and collies were great dogs. I was like, I'd be cool with a collie. Like, let's get a collie. So we're like, all right, collie, sweet. Let's get a collie. And we're just like, now let's think of names, you know. And this was on the ride back. This was the next day. And we, you know, just staying positive, and we started thinking of names, and we were coming up with all sorts of weird stuff. And then we passed a billboard that said Hot Breakfast, and I was like, ooh, let's call him Hot Breakfast. And Funk's like, speaking of Hot Breakfast, what about a Monty Crisco? And then I was just like, Monty. Oh, we got a Monty coming alive. Oh, come here. Hey there, Monty. How'd you know we were talking about you? I put him in a sleeping bag. So anyways, I was just like, Monty. And I was like, that's a great name. I like that name. Let's call him Monty. And she was like, I like that name. Like, let's do it. Monty the Collie. So we got home, and you know, we had a dogless home that we're both very intense dog people. We love our dogs, and yeah, we're in a rough spot. You know, you lose someone you love, it's a rough spot. And Funk was, you know, she was right on it. She was looking for puppies and stuff, and looking at puppies, just, you know, just trying to, you know, stay positive and everything. And I was just like, oh, we can't get a dog yet. Like, I need a little time to grieve. And she was just looking at puppies, and then she had mentioned something. I was just not for it. And then she had mentioned that there was a litter of puppies coming out. There was one puppy left from the litter, and it was, I think this was like a week or two after everything had happened. And she had told me that, like, you know, if we're going to get a dog, it'd be best to get it before this summer so that we can train it to be a boat dog and everything. And that's what really sold me. And, you know, I wasn't really quite ready, but that, I was like, yeah, you're right, like, that's smart. So there was this 10-week-old puppy, a little rough collie off a farm, and apparently he had been looked at twice and no one wanted him. So we're just like, all right, we will come look at that puppy. And we drove down, and I'm thinking this was 2 weeks after, and there was Monty the collie, the little puppy. And we drove down and got him, and, you know, the rest is history. But for a while there, you know, I was feeling guilt from not calling the emergency line at the vet to get Hachi in. And, you know, I was blaming myself a bit for all that. And, you know, just bring myself down, but I was blaming myself, and that was a little mental anguish I had on myself from the whole situation. It's just that I could have saved him, and I could have got him in earlier, and you know, a lot of dogs do survive dog bloat if you get them in right away, and that was definitely some guilt I was feeling for a while. But there's the other side of the coin. I always look at the positive side, and you know, things happen for a reason. And I wouldn't have Monty, we wouldn't have Ruger if none of that happened. And another side of it is that in Ecuador, a couple days or so after Funk left, a big earthquake hit there in the city she was going to visit. And potentially, you know, she could have been injured or worse if she would have been stay there. So you never know. But now we got Monty, and you know, that's just the way it is. That's life. You get these dogs knowing that they have a shorter lifespan than you, and things can happen, and that was a very unexpected thing, but that's how Monty came to be. And now I know better. I will call those vets emergency anytime. Like if I have a gut feeling, I learned to trust my gut with that. I now know it was a very big lesson learned for me. And Ruger, with his blasto that you guys know about, Funk last Thanksgiving fed him some spoiled turkey, and they got diarrhea, liquid diarrhea butt mess for about a week. Solid, just pooping all over their pants every time. It was just nasty, and it was disgusting. And after a week, Ruger was pooping so much that he went out to poop and his back legs gave out, and he wasn't using his legs. He wasn't able to walk. So with him not able to walk, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, call the vet now. We need to get him in. Like, something's wrong. Like, he wasn't walking. And another thing is that Ruger at this point in time, you know, he was still a fresh little pup, like 4 or 5 months old. He didn't like to be cradled as much, you know, like when I hold him in the chair. When I do this sort of thing. Okay. Come here, bed butt. I need you as a prop. You gotta be a prop right now. He didn't like to do this as much. And when I picked him up with his back legs not working and he wasn't walking, he wanted to be cradled. And I was just like, oh man, something is wrong. I'll let you down, Monty. So we called up the vet, and you know, she was saying that it's probably fine, it's probably because of the diarrhea, and I was just like, no way. My dog cannot walk right now. It's not because of poop. And we took him in, went middle of the night, and it was because pretty much his intestines inflamed, and it like pressured his spine. It just made him not want to walk or something like that. He pretty much pooped so much he couldn't walk. But yeah, we got him in there. And I know I blabbed on for a long time there, but that's just my story. That was my most recent mental trauma. And you know, like I'm saying, like, I luckily had Funk to talk to during that whole ordeal with Hachi. And, you know, we were kind of there for each other. And, you know, we talked to other people, too. You know, I asked her mom for help. You know, so if any of you guys are out there, any pain you got, mental pain, go talk to somebody. There's counselors, there's online forums, where you'll find somebody. Someone's willing to listen. And, yeah. And, yeah, don't keep it bottled up for too long. I've done that before. Sometimes I don't like to talk about things, and I can blow up, so let it out. But yeah, Monty, what do you think about all that? Monty's very similar to Hachi too. He's a very similar dog. They're both lazy inside and adventurers outside. I think Monty stinks more than Hachi ever did, though. This fire is hot now. I've been talking for like 20-25 minutes. So yeah, once again, that was a long section. I know there's a big old story there, but don't be afraid. And anybody else out there, any outdoorsman, continue on the show us your steak challenge. Just do it. Just make a video about it. Talk about it. I will. I'll look up Haze Outdoors video, and I'll try to get some links to put down in the description for places you can go to chat and stuff. But yeah, I'll get you guys some links. And well, thanks for listening. But we are going to get this spread out now, and it is time to cook up a big, fat, juicy, thick old steak. My muck boot is getting so hot. I am so hot. This is hot. Hot. I didn't even drink my beer. Shit. Alright, we got this sloppy mess of a fire now. I just knocked it down. I'm going to keep one side burning good. Probably, yeah, over here. There we go. This will be my coal spot. That's where we're going to cook. Look at that. Okay. Alright. Got out the trusty never fail grate. It's a great grate. If you're ever worried about tipping food into your fire or spilling anything, this is the grate you want. It never fails, like I say. It's the never fail grate. Okay, got that on there. Let's prepare a little food. Excuse me, you want some of this? You want this, Monty? You want this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Monty is going to be eating steak and dog food, and I'm going to be eating steak and potatoes. Yes. So let's cut these guys in half here. Don't drool yet, Monty. The steak isn't even on there yet. We're gonna add a friendly chunk of butter. It's not just like it's friendly. It's definitely friendly. Friendly chunk of butter. There we go. Boom. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Gotta put that back in the plastic so we don't get Monty creeping on our butter. Now we're gonna sprinkle just a little Montreal in here. Just a little bit. Just a flavorful. Now let's get out the main course. What I have here is a 2-pound New York strip steak, boneless. I mean, look at that thing. Look at how thick that thing is. It's not like huge that way, but look at that thickness. Look at that. Just, I mean, look at how thick that is. That's my thumb right there. I've got large fingers. It's thick. That's at least 2 inches, 2.5, 3. It's gonna be good. Okay. Oh man. Oh, what's a big Monty? You want this? Monty, come here. You want Monty? Monty, you want a treat? Here you go, Monty. Go ahead. Go ahead. No. Oh, you licked it, Monty. Go ahead. You wanna lick it a little bit more? Yeah, gross. I don't even know why I'm letting you do that. Now he's going to be getting a healthy portion of this, but we're just going to lightly season it. Just lightly. But this is why I wanted a nice coal bed to cook on. And I'm going to make a promise to you guys right now. 100% of this steak will be eaten by me or him. He's going to get all this. I should take that fat off. I kind of want to. I kind of want to take this fat off, but at the same time, Monty will enjoy. Oh, that's tough. That's a tough decision to make, because that is just a big chunk of. Monty will eat it. All right, Monty, you're getting the fat. Okay, you're getting the fat. You'll enjoy it. He'll enjoy it. He needs it. All right, let's get this stuff on the fire. Oh yeah, we're gonna get this bad boy on here. We're gonna put the fat side towards. Ooh, this is gonna take some time to cook, ladies and gentlemen. Let's okay, see, our grate is not so great right now. It needs a little stabilization. Come on, grate. Well, you know, worst case scenario to fall in the coals. That's perfectly acceptable. Let's get our other stuff on here. And I'm just gonna keep. What we're going to do is I'm going to keep scraping out coals underneath it, letting this just slowly roast. We'll take our sweet time tonight. I mean, we've got plenty of time. It is 7:30. I don't even care if it takes an hour and a half to cook. We got all the time tonight. We got it all. Get some coals. It's gonna be really hard for me to wait a long time for me to cook this thing. But I gotta do it, guys. Gotta be patient. I'm gonna keep these coals going. Okay, we're cooking. It's gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a bit. All right, let's. Buttered potatoes. Ooh, these are always a classic. I would, you know, I should have brought out some onion and some fresh garlic clove, but that's okay. It'll still be delicious. I usually always bring out an onion to throw in here with these, but let's take a little gander at our. Oh, it's cooking. We'll hope I didn't put too many coals under there. Ooh, ew, we might need to slow it down. All right, we're gonna let it heat up on that side a little bit more, and then flip it around. It might be a little too hot right now. Oh man, that is gonna be so good. I think it's gonna be perfect. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm getting excited. I gotta stop looking at this thing. I need to look away. It's like Medusa right now. Ooh, potatoes. This beautiful, juicy. Ooh. Let's turn you around and flip you over. Ooh. Wet side's getting cooked a little fast. Gotta be careful. We're gonna pull it away a little bit from the fire. I don't want it to get too done on the outside, cook too fast. You know, when you're cooking over a fire, sometimes things don't go perfectly, but we gotta roast this bad boy slow. Ooh, we almost lost our potatoes. Ooh. Oh. Just look at it. Oh. Oh. Monty? Need some more coals. Ooh, it's hot. Oh, no, we don't want that. No! Get out of there. Get. Oh, hot. No flame. Just coals. Oh, fire's hot. Oh, it's cooking. Oh, it's hot. Our steak's definitely going to cook faster than I originally thought, but that's okay. It's a very hot fire. Probably going to come out at the same time as these potatoes. Maybe. These might cook a little slower than the steak. But I'll tell you what. Ooh, that is feeling good. It's a little... Oh, man. Oh, it's just dripping little bits of fat. Oh, man. Ooh, look at that. Oh, caught. Let's just hit this a little bit right there. Okay. 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 Oh, the anticipation of this thing's killing me. Oh. Oops, oops, oops. Oh, we lost a potato. We lost a potato. Let's just flip this thing. Oh. Ooh, that's hot, hot. Oh, that's hot. Who would have thought that melted fat would make oil that would burn your hands? Oh, that crust feels so good. See, the beautiful thing about a steak over the fire for me, as long as it's at all pink in the middle, I don't care. If it's rare, medium rare, medium, it's fine. As long as it's not well done and just brown, even then I'll still enjoy it and eat it, but I have way more leeway out here. Oh, it's coming along. How are these potatoes? These are probably not even close. They're getting there. This is gonna be a feast. Oh man. This juicy piece of meat. Ooh, that looks all pink right there. Oh, oh. Let's do a little flip. Monty, ooh, you're gonna eat that fat, Monty? Oh, it burns. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, I'm getting so excited, Monty. This is more exciting than graduating high school. How long ago was that, Monty? How long ago did I graduate high school? That was a ways back. Oh, the potatoes. This is coming together so well. Oh man. This is all going to be done very close to the same time. Oh yeah. You see this, guys? This is the first time I've done a nice slow cook over coals, where I'm evolving just for today, because I can promise you I won't wait this long again in the future. That is a guarantee, a Matthew Posa guarantee right there. Sometimes I like to, I guess if I have a big roast, I gotta cook it slow no matter what I do. But you know, I could say one thing and mean another, and do something else, and do some jumping jacks in there, and you never know where I'm gonna end up, you know. Okay, it's close. We're within 10 minutes of eating. Oh yeah. Tell you what though, this guy has not left the fire's side. He's just been creeping back and forth. Now he's gonna come hide behind me. He's camera shy right now. Monty, get away from me. You can't hide behind me. You can't hide your steak addiction. I know. I know more than anyone else. Ooh, look at that beautiful thing. I think it's done. All right, I'm just so excited right now. All right, let's cut into this thing and see if it's good to go. For the first time ever, I'm going to eat a steak as sophistically, whatever the word is, good English, I'm great at it, as possible. I'm gonna use a plate here and a knife. Oh, that is a beautiful chunk of meat. Okay. All right. Little peek here. Right here. We're gonna cut off this chunk of fat. That's for Monty right there. That's a Monty. Let's just. Oh, that is. Is that purple? I can't tell. It looks pretty dang good. Oh yeah. That looks pretty dang good right there. Look at that. Bloody, juicy, delicious meat. Oh man. That's rare. But it's so good. Monty, come here. Oh, good boy. That's what we call rare right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. It's still slightly purple in the middle. Oh, but it's so good. Oh, alright, get your mouth away from the steak. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to cook it a little bit longer. I don't like having a purple center because it's not very warm right now. So we're going to cook it a little bit longer, just a little bit. Get this just a little bit more red. Just a little bit. It doesn't need much. But we can feed Monty a whole bunch of steak fat, is what we're going to do. I'm going to cut off, look at that, that's a big chunk of fat. We're going to cut off this fat for Monty. Monty's eating all the fat. I'm not a fan of steak fat. I'm not a huge fan. Some people love it, I know. Oh God, I just want to, I just need to see if this side's... Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Let me... Oh, now that's perfect. Look at that. Oh man. All right, I just need to All right, you know what? That's pretty dang good. That's pretty dang good right there. That is perfect. Oh, I can't stop eating it. All right, Monty's looking at me like he's gonna hurt me, so I need to move the angle here. Here's what we're gonna do, Monty. See, I may seem cruel, but look at that. These are, Monty is just gonna love this. He's just gonna feast on this. So what I'm gonna do is pour him a bowl of food. Not too much, we don't want him to get poop. I'm gonna cut up his fat portion a little. You ready for this, Monty? I'll dice this up for you. Don't worry, Monty, you're gonna get a treat. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, see there's meat in here too. It just got a lot of fat with it. Ooh, this is a lot for the dog. Monty, you little turd nugget. Oh man, I just want to keep eating that steak. Ooh, that's warm. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I just need one more quick little... Oh, it's just so good. It's so perfect. It's a little bit rare right here. Alright, I'm going to heat this up for just a second. And I'm going to eat potatoes. And Monty's going to eat his steak. And I'm going to feast on the last of it. I can't even tell you how good that was right now. I want to keep eating it, but I don't like my steaks to be on the purple side. I like them very red, or pink. I was a little bit on the purple side there, which is fine. You can eat that if it's a good cut of meat, which is a pretty good cut of meat. But I'm going to want it to be a little bit warmer. It was a little not so hot. It was super delicious, and it will be delicious, but we're going to give it some time, Monty. Now, I need you to take a peek at Monty's. Can you see that? Do you see how it's a full bowl? I did not put much dog food in there. That's a whole lot of steak fat. There's a lot of fat in there. A lot of meat too. And I gave him some slices already. Please do not get diarrhea. Do you promise? You little turd nugget. Stinky turd.
He's like, Dad, I've waited all my life for this steak. Now give it to me.
Alright. I'm gonna eat some potatoes while I wait for my steak. And then I'll enjoy it more because I'll be a little bit more full. I won't be just stuffing it down. Go ahead, Monty. Go ahead. Mmm. I love my diced potatoes. Those are good. Ah. Mm. These are great. Next to that steak right now, though, the thing is, all I can think about, it's right there staring at me. It just needs a little warming up. I should have mixed Monty's a little bit better. I was just kind of hoping that the steak fat would drip onto all his food, and he's eating it so far. And see, even though I use this perfectly slow cold fire, and how long did I give that? I cooked that for almost an hour. Hey! You eat this. This. Don't lick my cutting board. But I did cook that for 45 minutes, 50 minutes. I love food. So does Monty. Eat. You got one piece of food left. Eat it. Did you even chew that? No, you just swallowed it. Crazy. Well, I know he ate enough. It is not very cold, guys. Oh, just to tell you how not cold it is. Where is it? Where is it? Well, wherever it is. Monty's water. I've only been winter camping with him maybe one other time where his water did not freeze over on the top layer. And it's not. There's no ice in there. I just checked it. It's not very cold, so it's not even. It might be. It's probably floating right around freezing. I could check it with my watch, but I know where it's at. It's just not very cold. What is that? Monty, what is that? Monty, go get it. What is that? Monty, what is that?
He's like, I don't know. You go check it out. There's steak around.
Okay. I don't even care anymore. I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna devour right now. I'm gonna do something I normally don't do. I'm gonna just cut up these slices and just eat them after. I normally just eat it with my hands, but just want to take a little. Whew, that's hot. Oh, all right. Oh yeah. There we go. Ooh, that's a little bit more on the medium side now. I overdid it. Oh no. Oh no, that's still good. That's still good. Oh. Ooh. Monty, we'll give you one more piece. One more piece. Oh man. Okay. I'm about to just eat meat right now. Oh yeah. Okay. Time for me to finish off here. Okay. Oh. That's so glorious. Mmm. That was worth throwing it back on. See, I'm learning that no matter how much he eats, how much treats he gets, anything, he's gonna keep staring at me with those little beady black eyes when I got food in my hands. And I'm not gonna do anything about it because I'm a softie. So I'm gonna save him a nice chunk. I'll give him, just not right away. Because you know I always cave. No. Alright. It's a pretty good piece. Maybe not that piece. Maybe this one. Wait, let's eat together, Monty. Okay, go ahead. This is filling. 2 potatoes, and I had at least a pound of meat. The thing is, I'm not stuffed. I'm just getting satisfied. Yeah, there you go. One more fat. Fine. Fine. You can have the last piece. Fine. Take it. Take it. Go ahead. Take it. No turd nugget. Alright. I am satisfied. I am going to clean up our mess and we're going to get ready for bed. Gotta finish off this beer too, Monty. Alright, Stinky McGee. Come here. Come here. Come here, Monty. Come here. Come on. Come here. Right, stay there for a minute. Stay there. Just 1 second. Hey, wait. Whoa. You're coming in hot and bothered there, dude. Come on. Just stop. Stop it. I know my hands taste like steak, but dang. Haven't you had enough? Alright, give me that paw. Alright, let's just put that there. Okay. Get your little wet mess. Okay. You got any balls? Oh, you got a snowball in your tail. Okay. Alright, lay down, Monty. Come on, lay down. Come on, lay down. The steak's all gone. Come on, lay down. Come here. Don't do that. Right, lay down. Come on. Come here, Monty. Come here, Monty. Lay down. You can do it, Monty. No. Your head's the wrong way. Oh, it's gotta be. Okay. All right. Perfect. Oh, that's a good boy. Oh, that's a good boy. This is a good boy. That's a good boy. Oh yeah, see, that's exactly the way you laid down. It's just your way. It's the same way. It's the same way. Okay, stop it. I'm gonna scoot you out.
Or actually, I'm gonna scoot your back down. Oh. You're too. There we go. Okay. Okay, zip me up. Oh, by the way, his water did freeze. Well, last I checked, it wasn't frozen, and then it recently had some ice on it, which is the norm. Yeah, you're bundled up, pal. I know it's not the most even thing in the world, but it'll do. It'll do, Monty. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you can try to lick me, but I'm gonna stay just far enough away where it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, you can try. You got me. This is disgusting. No. It's my fault. It's my fault. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I'm satisfied. I put a bunch of the wood, most of it, was left over on the fire. Because, as you know, I don't like silence when I sleep. I like noise. So the crackle of the fire should put me to bed. Me and Monty here. He's going to be fine in just a second. He'll be passing out. So I am going to not put on a whole lot of layers. I might put on some thermals and not use sleeping liners tonight, because I think it's going to be a warm night, and yeah, it's just not going to be too cold. I should be having his sleeping bag, but yeah, passing out. Some good food. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good night, everybody.
Oh yeah! Oh, Monty, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. He's like, I'm getting out of here. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, it's like the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah, right there. Oh yeah. Yeah, this morning. I slept pretty good last night. I think it's been 11 hours since I crawled into bed. It took me a bit to fall asleep because it was pretty early, but you know, and then, you know, I tossed and turned. Monty was a little, I think he was a little warm last night because he kept getting up and shifting and all that, and yeah. But it's a nice still morning. It doesn't feel too cold out. But oh, a slight sprinkle of snow. Anyways, I'm gonna get up, put some layers on either way. Do some stretching. Oh, greet the day. So let's do it. Let's get up. Let's do it. Hi. Hi. Good morning, Monty. Oh. 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 You do some jumping jacks too, Monty? Alright. Jumping jack. Jump. Hey, shh. You want the stick? Alright, let's go find your stick.
The old stick. Good old stick. Don't step on the stuff. Well, he's frisky this morning. He's a frisky critter right now. All that steak fat gave him all that energy. So yeah, we're not going to be making any breakfast today. I'm going to offer Monty some here. Monty, you hungry? What's up, food? What was that? Oh, it's a stick. Here, Monty, you want some food? Here, Monty. Come here. Oh. Dissed. Fine. Anyways, yeah, we're not going to make up any breakfast or have fire or anything like that. We're just going to get packed up and get moving out of here. I don't want it to get too warm. It's already pretty warm, relatively speaking. It definitely got below freezing last night. It was definitely, my water bottles are froze up pretty good. But it wasn't too cold of a night. And it's not too chilly of a morning. But go. Alright, Monty, what do you say? Let's get packed up. Let's do it. Hey, 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 hey. Don't step on that stuff. That's some nice stuff. He's crazy. I need to do a butt check. Well, it's pretty clean. He's got one little... Stay there, Monty. He's got one little nugget of poo. Or something. Don't worry, Monty. I'm like a surgeon right now. We're going to extract this little dingleberry. There you go. Yeah, clean butt. I probably should have done that right there. I might have just flung poo on my stuff. That's what I get for thinking. Whatever. Are these gonna be super frozen, Monty? Oh, not so bad. No. I actually ended up having to put another little steak back here. It loosened up a little bit. I just took a stick and wedged it in the ground. Right in the middle. Monty. Get you. Somebody get you. Monty, you're such a good sport. But I'm just kidding. I'm just being silly, Monty. I'm sorry.
You are such a puppy, stinky puppy.
Shanti. You little bouncy buddy. You want this bouncy buddy? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Hi. Well, I don't got it. It's not here. I got the stick. Monty, you want this stick? This stick right here? Is this what you want? Are you ready? Okay. Go get her. Go get the stick, Monty. Oh. Go get the stick. Go get it. Oh, this? What? Oh, he's wising up. He's wising up. You alright? You want it for reals this time? A little turd nugget. Okay. I'm not going to put these back in their stuff sacks or anything. They're snowy wet. I've got plenty of room in my bag to just be able to throw them in like this. And I'm going to be taking them out as soon as I get home. So what's the point? Monty. Come here, Monty. Come here, Monty. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Am I forgetting anything? Not really, eh? Well, here, Monty. Stay there. Hold on, we gotta put the zipper on. Oh. Seems Monty destroyed the zipper a little bit. I don't know if this is gonna work. Well, it's just gonna have to drag on the ground. Sorry, Monty. Sorry, Fluff Butt. It's not working. You done broke it, Monty. You done broke it. It's okay. He can still hike out of here. He needs a new one anyways. Me and Funk actually use that for hunting. Right, Monty? And we never zip it up anyways. I gotta take off my layer here, or else I'm gonna get too warm hiking out. Well, it looks like I definitely packed up the bag better this time than coming in. There's a lot more room. Oh, actually, no, I drank my beers, ate my food. I guess I just packed it a little better. I always do that. I pack it worse at home for some reason. I don't know why. And when I'm out here, I always pack it better. Maybe it's because I'm in a rush to get out here. That's probably what it is. just start stuffing things in. But sometimes I think it's better that way. Oh, Monty, hey. Well, that was a fun little overnighter. Had some delicious food. Got a little personal last night. It was nice temperature. It wasn't too cold, not too warm. I got a little warm in my sleeping bag, but all that stuff I talked about last night, the mental health, that doesn't just apply to men, it applies to women too. You ladies out there, don't be afraid to talk to somebody if you need to. It's mental health for everybody. But we're gonna get out of here. We've got our orange on because it's the last day of rifle season. Gotta be safe. Make sure, like I said, those horror stories you guys told me, some of them, I'm just gonna wear orange. With him at least. I always wear the hat, but he's got a vest on now. But we're gonna get out of here and head back to the car. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more stuff like this, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys at the next video. Come on, let's go.